Ever wondered why flipping a switch instantly lights up a room? What mysterious force gets those tiny electric charges moving through the wires? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. The magic of electric potential, or as most of us call it, voltage. Let's think about it like water. Imagine you have two big tanks connected by a pipe at the bottom. But if the water level is the same in both, nothing happens, right? But if one tank has more water than the other, creating a difference in height, the water will flow from the higher level to the lower level. That difference in height creates water pressure, which pushes the water along. Electricity works in a very similar way. The tiny charged particles, called electrons, won't move on their own. They need a push. This push comes from a difference in electrical energy levels between 2 points. And that difference, that electrical pressure, is what we call voltage. It's the driving force that gets the electrons moving and creates an electric current. So, to put it simply, voltage is the difference in electric potential between 2 points. You can think of it as the oomph that pushes electrons from a place with a high concentration of them to a place with a lower concentration. We use the symbol U to represent voltage, and we measure it in units called volts, named after the physicist Alessandro Volta. To measure it, electricians use a tool called a voltmeter. Now, where do we see voltage in our daily lives? Everywhere. A standard AA battery, for example, has a voltage of 1.5 volts. It's a small, safe amount of electrical pressure, perfect for powering your remote control or a small toy. On the other hand, the electrical outlets in your home usually have a voltage of around 120 or 240 volts, depending on where you live. That's a much stronger, more powerful push, which is why it can run big appliances like your refrigerator or TV, but it's also why it's so dangerous. The higher the voltage, the more potential energy there is to drive a larger current. So, let's recap. You can have all the electrical charges in the world sitting in a wire, but without voltage, they're just hanging out, not doing anything useful. It's the voltage, that difference in potential, that provides the necessary push to create a current. This current is what flows through the filament of a light bulb, making it glow, or powers the processor in your phone. It's the fundamental force that lights up our world and powers our modern lives. Think about it like a slide at a playground. The electrons are like kids at the top. The height of the slide is the voltage. The higher the slide, the faster the kids go down. Without the height, the kids wouldn't go anywhere. Similarly, without voltage, electrons wouldn't flow. This flow is what we harness to do all sorts of work, from charging your laptop to running a massive factory. Even nature has its own spectacular display of voltage. A bolt of lightning is a massive, uncontrolled discharge of electricity caused by a huge voltage difference between the clouds and the ground, sometimes reaching hundreds of millions of volts. This incredible natural force is a powerful reminder of just how much energy can be unleashed by a difference in electric potential. So, the next time you plug something in or turn on a light, take a moment to appreciate the invisible force at play. It's not magic, it's physics. It's the constant, reliable push of voltage that makes it all happen. In short, voltage is the driving force of electricity. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more science simplified. See you in the next one.